Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the video here. Let me show you where we left off. This is essentially what we left off with. We did basic left and right, but we're gonna really hone in on the movement here. So the idea here is that it's going to be a gradual increase in speed until maximum speed, and then he does a small slide at the end in terms of like a halting of the speed here. So that's what we got, and so we got every frame check for these keys right here. Oops, I did change it a little bit. But I'm gonna just delete these anyway. Instead of checking every frame for a specific key button press, I'm gonna just check every frame, and then write code directly into the frames rather than based on a key. Every frame checking for a key, and this step event is essentially every frame code executes. So we're just going to write in essentially the same code we just had. And double check that that still works okay. Right, left, right, left. So let's start creating some variables here. Oh gosh, it really saves everything that I wrote. Just ignore that. Pretend we're starting from scratch. I've recorded this video already, but it was way too long. So, okay, so we're just going to type in move speed equals 2. And so that's instead of, okay, that's one thing we got to talk about here. Instead of manipulating the x variables, we're going to start messing with h speed. And that just means speed in a horizontal direction. H speed that I always type. So when we press left, we want to say h speed equals a negative direction, right? If you're thinking about a number line. So let's say like negative move. Oops. Stop it. Fingers. Okay, so press left, negative move speed. Press right, positive move speed. It works. The only thing is that now when you don't press, now he doesn't stop after you press a button. So we gotta add in if neither of these. And how to specify that, we gotta say not. And then here, if we're not pressing left and at the same time we're not pressing right, h speed equals 0. Let's turn the move speed up a little bit just so you can kind of see it better. And then there we go. So as you kind of see, I don't know if I explained the variables or not, but just by affecting this one number, I can affect the movement speed of both left and right. So it's just, instead of typing, I could type it here and here, but I'll just type it at one spot. It makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so that's the basics of movement speed. If that's all you want, then that's all you have to have, really. That's all you really need for the basics in terms of movement speed. But we're going to get a little fancy here, and we're going to have, instead of just basic move left, move right at a speed if button pressed, we're going to add some graduals here. We got a comment last video. So we're going to say max speed equals, who knows, 7. And instead of h speed equals something, a specific thing, we're going to say if h speed equals, if h speed is less than max. Keyword check left. If h speed is less than max speed, then we want to h speed plus equals. I believe I might be getting the greater than, less than, and the negative and positive things wrong. I switch those up all the freaking time. Speed gain rate. Okay, so if you're pressing left, you want to be going to a left direction, so negative equals. So you might notice here I'm putting a symbol either here or here. This will set it to that number instantly, as opposed to over here, every frame this amount is taken out. This variable is affected by this amount, which is 0.2 that we have it set to. Okay, so if h speed is greater than negative max speed, I believe that's correct. As you can see, he starts moving and he really speeds up. We didn't change anything on the right, so that's still going exactly the same. But you can see he starts moving slow and he speeds up right there. I feel like it's a little lame to speed up from 0, so I'm going to say if h speed equals is greater than 0, h speed equals a minimum speed. Let's say 3. So now when I press left, he should just automatically go to a speed of 3. If h speed equals less than 0, h speed equals negative equals, yes, that's incorrect. Greater than or equal to 0, then h speed equals negative. And they want specifically the symbols in the right order. He is moving very funkily. Okay. So let's just copy and paste this here for the right key, and then we'll just invert everything. So left equals right. We want less than, greater than, or equal to 0, so we want that to become less than. We want this one to be a positive. We want this one to be a positive, and I believe that to be a positive. And I think that's right. If h speed is less than or equal to 0, h speed equals minimum speed. If h speed is less than max speed, h speed plus equals speed gain rate. Yeah, that seems a bit better. Yeah, and now every time you stop, it's interesting to see if you're holding both of them, it favors the right button for some reason. So let's add in, we have left, right, and neither. So let's add in if both. In fact, I think we can just do that. Get rid of the not symbols. So now if both or neither, both, neither, left, neither, right, both, left, both. And you can already imagine a little guy running around, and as soon as he turns around, there's a little smoke screen right there for a quick turn. Now the only thing left to do is add a little bit of a slowdown, a brief slowdown at the end of his running. So instead of h speed equals neither, let me just left for my own organizational sake, right? Neither, both. So we want to look into neither and that should be when you stop moving. So instead of h speed equals 0, if h speed is greater than 0, then we can say h speed minus equals speed gain, I think that's what I called it. Speed gain rate. Okay, so when you're moving right, or if you're pressing neither and your h speed is greater than 0, then your h speed should go down a bit. And he slides to a halt there. Press, let go. Okay, great. Let's do that for the left way, for moving left as well. So if h speed is less than 0, then we want to add gain rate, because he'll be moving at a negative direction, a negative number speed. So we want to add to bring him back to 0. So left, right. And you can mess with these here. If we just change this to frickin' 15, and let's change this to 0.5. Let's get crazy. Move speed. I guess we don't have any. We don't have anywhere we're using the move speed actually. That was for the previous coding that we had, I suppose. So we can just get rid of that. We just need max speed, min speed. Yeah. And you can see, that's the movement. I hope you guys liked it. Please, this idea came from a comment from somebody in the last video. I really, really appreciate you guys commenting. I'm sorry I suck at explaining and video editing and stuff like that, but I'm really glad that some people are taking a look at this, and I'm trying to make them succinct and digestible as possible within my ways. So I really appreciate you guys just watching and listening. If you want to learn more stuff or have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. Otherwise, I think next time we're going to mess with either gravity or changing sprites between a running animation and a standing still animation, because that is also stuff you would need to code. So please like and comment and subscribe. Please know that you are a lovely person. I don't know who you are, but you rock and you're awesome. And keep breathing, buddies. I love ya. Bye.